like the light source. Like speeds of light that just stay on course. My soul's bright enough just to burn a nigga. It's either enough just to burn you niggas. I'm fucking our institutions of rhyme schemes. Fuck you and your skyscrapers, tall beams. Give me the mic, I'll show it how it's done. Let me speak this logic and still have fun. I'm just like quick when I settle beat. When you listen to this sound, it sounds complete. These are the attributes of real niggas. Fuck you, bitch. Yeah, nigga.
Sample my soul, just bring the ether. I'm deep in the church like Apostle Peter. Bring one gun, I'm bringing heaters. I am, my brother's keeper. Sample my soul, just bring the ether. I'm deep in the church like Apostle Peter. Bring one gun, I'm bringing heaters. I am, my brother's keeper.
Sample my soul like you got a taste. Can't sample the blow, just cop the 8. Can't handle my flow, guess I'm dropping waste. Can't cancel me, bro, I'm non-stop and great. These deuces out sock puffin' and niggas out cock suckling. Filth cat, not that I'm not buckling. People hoping to be a mean quote or two. Tweet of the week or just post quotable. Silent shit talking like I'm choking you with a rope or two. Y'all liars, we see it in your face like Pinocchio. All you rappers, I'm provoking you. Filth cat the best, there's no hope for you. NPC me, Fruity Loop or repeat me. I'm a god you can't touch. You wonder like Stevie cause you can't see me. You hate what I am because you can't be me. Don't believe that I'm real, you need to see me bleeding. Don't want me to win, so you need me retreating. You reaching for reason like palm reading. I'm reaching for seasons cause a nigga eating. I'm a big shopper horse, see more feed me. We will forget you like Reeby. You know that one Jackson that you never see on TV.
Sample my soul, just bring the ether. I'm deep in the church like Apostle Peter. Bring one gun, I'm bringing heaters. I am, my brother's keeper. Sample my soul, just bring the ether. I'm deep in the church like Apostle Peter. Bring one gun, I'm bringing heaters. I am, my brother's keeper.
What up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Empathic 1111 Movement. I am your host, moderator, and DJ of Bite the Nickel Radio, The Frequency. My name is Martu. Most of my day ones know me as Uncle Deuce. Other ones just know me as Martu. Welcome back. Welcome back. And first off, what I would like to do is I want to thank everyone that does tune in. Thank you very much. So because this segment of the show wouldn't be successful without y'all. It really wouldn't. It really wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? It's more so of the fact that I'm grateful that people do want to learn more. People are trying to overcome situations in their life, and they're seeking for truth. And I'm very thankful that a lot of you are seeking truth and, wanting something better than what you are getting in life versus what you should have. You know what I'm saying? I think that is the autonomy. Everybody is so engulfed in the material world to the point that they have forgotten that they are valuable people. People don't value themselves anymore. Excuse me, I was taking a sip of coffee. we as people, men, women, and children, we don't take ourselves seriously. We don't. The reason why I say that is because at one point in time in my own life, just taken the time to do some self-reflecting, I never really took the time to find out how valuable I am. You know what I'm saying? Or even know that I had value. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I'm very thankful of my listeners, my soul tribe, my soul family. You make this possible because it really lets me know that you really, really want to learn. You know what I mean? You really want to grow. You really want something different in your life, and you understanding that you got to close out this year in a different way. Let's say that. And that's okay. And that's good, honestly. That's really good. It's good that you want change. You want something better. If it's you and kids, you want something better for you and your children. If you're married, you want something different for you, your wife, and your children. That's good. If you're single, you want something different. You know what I'm saying? And, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a businessman, if you are, working an everyday job, if you were, just dealing with family on the regular, And family don't necessarily mean your house. Family could be your family members, you know what I'm saying, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, you know what I'm saying, your, how can I say this? Who else? Immediate family, whatever. You want change. You in order for that change to even become, you got to stop in your tracks and look at what's being said, done, be like, this got to change. So we gonna talk about codependency again. Because in order for us to truly value who we are, we got to understand what are we codependent on. A lot of people always say, I'm independent. I'm independent. Are you sure that you're independent? I hear a lot of men, I hear a lot of women talking about they're independent, but they still going after what they feel is theirs. You know what I'm saying? When really, no, not what they feel is theirs, what they think belongs to them. Codependent on issues, codependent on things, codependent on family members, codependent on jobs, codependent on relationship, codependent on if you're good enough, codependent of having to show someone that you're better than what you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And sometimes trying to satisfy people is a codependency. Impressing someone that is not easily impressed, codependent on money. If you ain't got money, I can't deal with you. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got what it takes to make $1 million, I can't be with you. You know what I'm saying? People are codependent on the material world. And people, you know, they say they're not codependent on people, they're not codependent on materialism. 9 times out of 10, when they say that, they say it very quickly. And then when you listen to words and watch the actions, the actions don't match what's being said. Like for me, you know, I've never really been impressed of the material world. I've had houses, I've had cars, I've had jewelry, I've had sex, I've had women, you know what I'm saying? I've had nice things. And don't get me wrong, that, you know, the material world is the material world, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I got to a point where I know that it doesn't satisfy me as much. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, you know, I've been thinking about the codependency of relationship or relationships with people. Whether it be a girlfriend, whether it be a friend, whether it be a job. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be with associates, whether it be with family members. And I've really been asking myself, what am I codependent on? Like, do I really need someone in my life right now? Like, do I really need to spend my money on things that make me look like I've conquered the world? Like, do I really need the job that I'm at? Do I need my job? Do I really have high expectations to the point that the only way I want something is things have to go the way I expect them? That could be a codependency too. Because sometimes you don't want to go with the flow. No, and I'm going to be honest. Sometimes going with the flow is like, it's a, you know, to us that always have control of our situations, it's like going with the flow is an enemy. The codependency of knowing I need to change, but I don't because I like what I'm doing. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm codependent on doing things, even though it hurts me. I'm codependent on this because it feels much better. It's easier. So easier. But to do things in the right light, and I'm just speaking for people. It just trying to do what's right doesn't seem like it's the right route to go. It looks good, but deep down, I don't see it working out for me and what I desire. or what I want. It's just having that control. Codependency of controlling you. Controlling the situation at hand. That's a codependency. And so, for me, my codependency is being, and I'm just exposing some of the things that I've been dealing with. Codependency of being liked by friends and family. Codependency on women. Codependency on sex. Codependency on always being right. Codependency on not accepting change, because things do have to change, but at the same time, is that change versatile when you already have a set way of doing things? And I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. Holding on to things that no longer serve you is a codependency that you have to deal with. You have to destroy it. And you have to learn how to destroy it. Learn how to destroy it. Learn. Now, a lot of people say, well, I can get this information at church. Can you? Can you? I mean, you can, but I'm asking, are you getting it? Are you getting it? Are you getting the lesson of learning how valuable you truly are? Are you busy buying things that you like? Or are you busy trying to find the next potential lover? Are you codependent in finding the next sexual partner? Are you codependent on smoking weed, drinking liquor, having sex with multiple partners? Are you codependent on just having things that really, deep down, it don't satisfy you enough? I guess my biggest question is, do you love yourself enough? To think about yourself in a way that can bring up your vibration and bring your health up to its ultimate height. And I think, and I'm just being honest, I struggle with that. Because I realize that my mind and my body are yearning for certain things that at this moment I really don't need. I have a desire, I have a want, but I don't really need them right now. Like, ask yourself, are you truly healed from all the past hurts that you really had to deal with? And let me say this. There's certain times and certain phases of your life where you got to go through certain stages of awakening, okay? And 9 times out of 10, those certain stages of awakening happen in pain. Like, a lot of people don't really understand what unconditional love really is. They just want to be loved. They want to be touched. They want to be caressed. They want gifts. You know? They want the finer things in life. They want to be respected. They want to be talked to a certain way. But 9 times out of 10, people are so soft. You know, honestly, they soft. Soft. Weak. Weak-minded. Don't have no strong will in the mind. Don't have no strong will in the heart. Don't have any bulldog tenacity to ask themselves or want for themselves change. You know, there's certain people in your life that look at you and they will, they will always look at you in the same light. Doesn't matter how much you change, people will always look at the past you. The reason for that is because I also feel like that plays along in the codependency of being liked, being loved, you know. And as I'm sitting here, you know, I'm really thinking about relationships, the way we handle relationships, whether it's friendship, whether it's, platonic, whether it's monogamous, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's, a full-fledged commitment, it's like the human experience is really, from a 3D here on earth experience of, I want someone to love me. Love me. I heard Will Smith say something about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, that really got me to understand that it's not a man's responsibility to make his mate happy. And a lot of people beg to differ with that because women have been, dogged out so much. You know what I'm saying? And women want men to make them happy. And I'm going to be honest, that's impossible. That really is impossible to make you happy. Men will be forever trying to make and keep their woman or their girlfriend, their wife, their boo happy. And I really believe women are so codependent on a man making them happy, keeping them happy, and satisfying their need when technically it's your own responsibility to become happy. Because if you give the responsibility to a man to keep you and make you happy, you will always be let down. Same goes vice versa for a man. If you expect a man, okay, same-sex marriage, I'm tapping in, okay. If you really, even as a man, you expect a woman to make you happy, to make you happy and to keep you happy, there's an insecurity on both sides of the fence, because you know, even us men, we will be let down. A woman can make you happy all week, but at the weekend let you down. Same vice versa. Children can be happy all week. By the weekend, parents let them down. Not satisfied. Not satisfied. Not satisfied to the point that, and this is where infidelity and cheating comes in at, not satisfied with what they have. Not loving themselves enough to be complete in themselves about what they have, what they endured with their partner, and be like, okay, this is just a rough patch. We got to get through it. It's difficult to keep other people happy. It is. Don't sit here and say, no, it ain't. Yes, it is. It's impossible to keep somebody else happy, whether it be a friendship or a relationship, whether it be with family members and friends. It's impossible to keep them happy. You got to learn how to make yourself happy. Others use, sex, weed, hard drugs, alcohol to keep them happy. And when the high is actually gone, you're unhappy. You're unhappy. You're unhappy because you're trying to escape the reality of everyday life. And you're trying to keep yourself happy, but realizing that the more and more you come down off this high, you got to deal with reality. And so you codependent on the very thing, it's impossible to keep you happy. No. It's impossible until you realize it's possible to keep yourself happy. When you begin to realize that other people really don't care if you're happy or not, that's when you start realizing, okay, I need to love myself. I think we are afraid to love ourselves. That's just my perspective. That's just my perception of life, because the way I look at things, it's like a reflection from me. What I see in other people, I see it in myself, and when I point the finger out, I also point the finger within, okay, within myself. And so I come to this place where I'm like, like this morning, I got up at 7, you know what I'm saying? Made me some coffee, sat down, watched YouTube for a little bit, and was like, okay, and I realized as I was sitting down and I was looking around my apartment, I realized one thing. I'm peaceful. Being at peace with myself should always make me happy. As much chaos in the world, it's like, why should you want to be around a whole bunch of people? Like, I'm 44 years old, so, I'm getting to the point, you may say I'm old and, I have a boring life. It's not about that. I've done everything I truly believe I've needed to do in my life, except for my purpose. And in learning how to accept the enjoyment of my purpose and learning how to accept myself being in a place of peace without drama. Does that make sense? I believe people are addicted to drama. I think people are addicted to chaos. Like, that's the only thing we could do. We love chaos. We love making everybody unhappy. And it makes us happy that someone else is not happy. That's not even fair. That's not even fair. You happy because somebody else ain't happy. You happy because, you took something away from another individual. That makes you happy. It makes you happy. And this is such a distorted way of viewing happiness. You happy to make somebody else miserable. That's dumb. And you're codependent on that. You codependent on gossiping about everybody else's business. You hear somebody gossiping and you be like, and they bring it to you be like, hey, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. That shit, no. And they'll look at you like, oh, so you better than everybody? No, I just don't want to hear the bullshit. Because somewhere in there, you're going to finesse the truth with a lie, with a little white lie. You're going to finesse the truth to make yourself look good. Like, the codependency of telling a lie is much better than telling the truth. You so codependent on, making sure the story fits how you feel. Oh, no. Here go one. You can be having a conversation with someone and someone telling you how you are, but you've actually changed, and they think it's you deflecting things back at them, and they trying to tell you how you are, but you realize that, okay, at one point in time, that was me, but now that's not me. You know what I'm saying? And so when they go to either question you about something or questioning your integrity of yourself, and you give them an answer that really is so intelligent and straightforward and to the point, they get mad because it's not the answer that they was looking for. That's stupid. It's like on the other side, they really are codependent on you agreeing with them. No, I shouldn't have to agree with you about who I am or what you think I am or what you know I am. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to accept that anymore. And so I'm not going to give you the answer that you are looking for. Why? Because what the good book say? Whatever a man thinketh, so is he. Whatever a man thinketh of himself, so is he. And so whatever a person reflects to you is really a reflection of themselves. It really is. Now, if it's the truth, it's different. The truth is the truth. Let's step into another round. People are so codependent on making sure they hurt you. They're so codependent on saying, I don't care if you feel some type of way about what I'm about to say. You can take it or leave it. Basically, what they're saying is they don't give a fuck about your feelings. Basically, they said to your face, fuck your feelings. Yeah. 9 times out of 10, they have said, fuck your feelings. I'm going to say what I got to say, regardless if you feel some type of way. I've heard people actually say that to me. Not that I actually just deserve for them to say what they think they need to say about me. Okay? Because should you care? No, you shouldn't care. You shouldn't have to care about what other people think or say of you unless it is agreeable. Two can't walk unless they agree, correct? Realize one thing in life, you're not better than anyone. You just becoming a better version of yourself. That's why, as an artist or radio host, I always want to compete with myself instead of compete with my competitors. I'm not codependent on being a competitor of everybody else. I'd rather compete with myself because I know what self is capable of doing, saying, and acting. Now, is that a codependency? I will be honest, no. Competing against yourself means you want to be the highest version of yourself. Really. Competing with yourself means you really want to be a higher version and a better version of yourself. Yeah, that's what it really means. And a lot of people don't want you to become a higher version of yourself because they can't see you being in a higher vibration than them. You know, you want to be, if you care more about this world, the lust of the eye, the pride of life, the ego, I'm better than everybody else, this, that, and the other, you know, bragging. You've really missed a good chunk of your life. You really have. You really missed a good chunk of your life because you spend majority of your life trying to compete with other people. And you realize, if you're realizing this, you realize that you're codependent on competing with others. You see somebody doing something that you couldn't even gain the courage on. You codependent on trying to tear them down. That is a codependency. You probably never seen it that way, but that really is a codependency. Why? Because you can't see yourself doing that shit. You really can't. It is codependency. Why? Because you're dedicating time, energy on tearing somebody else down. It's a codependency. It's a codependency. I mean, it takes time, energy, effort, action to tear somebody down. To tear somebody that is strong down. And keep them down. And if I'm correct, there's a scripture in the Bible, in the Gospels, and if I'm correct, it's in it's either in Matthew or Luke, where it talks about in order to enter a strong man's house, you have to first bind the strong man. And once you bind the strong man, then you can take the goods. Sounds like a robbery, don't it? Yeah. And so people ain't really realized or open to the fact that they're trying to hold bound people that totally deserve to be free. But they're so codependent on tearing a person down for their own satisfaction that it even destroys them. All right? It really destroys them. We'll be back after the break.
Dealing with the irregular bullshit. Still hearing this motherfucker speak nonsense. What are we to do? Just sit and lose? Just go to the polls and still lose? Who's winning here? The billionaires. I'm just a nobody from nowhere. Tax after tax, people still scared. Can you think for yourself with no fear? False evidence appearing real. Got niggas out here still carrying the steel. Possibilities are so endless from my scopes. Keep your head up and some high hope. Is it Bush fault or Obama's nigga? Did
they wanted from me. Fucking hopeless, like a fucking degree from an HBCU in Negro Studies. Now you unemployed because of stupidity. What can you do? Cry and boo-hoo, feelings trump intelligence over compensation for irrelevance. Wanna live rich, but your mind is derelict. Your conceptualized concepts of constant nonsense sound stupid and useless and show incompetence. Foolish fuck show pure incontinence. Shitting yourself whenever Trump is popping in. That's money talking to dummies walking. So it don't make sense, cause you coons is fucking dense. White ones too, rap God, these words smite you fools. And you don't deserve to win, so you pussies lose. Listening to dissonance and rap tunes. Strong voices for bad choices you choose. White privilege ain't real, I can't see it. Trans people are ill, cause I'm proud of my penis. Lesbians claim feminism, cause they was never gonna be wise. So they advocate fucking little girls and wanna watch boys' demise. You should be happy that I'm telling you what's on my mind. Now go to SoundCloud, type in Filth Cat, get the fuck up out my face and go show some motherfucking pride.
Listen to the leaders of the new school.
Yeah.
Familiar Filth Cat and Mark too.
Yeah.
Politicking them issues like cashews.
Yeah.
With the real
Shout
news
out.
on the avenue. Listen to the leaders of the new school. Familiar Filth Cat and Mark too. Politicking them issues like cashews. With the real news on the avenues.
I'm back. I know it sounds like it. I was kind of like rambling a little bit, but I'm trying to get you to understand that you need to love yourself more. Quit worrying about certain things or allowing yourself to be a part of dynamics that don't make you happy. Like, it's okay to want peace in life. You know, there's certain people in life that they can't live without drama. If there ain't no drama, they ain't okay. It's like, that's the only thing they know how to do is create drama. There's some people in this world that just, the only thing they know how to do is gossip. There's other people in this world, the only thing that they find exciting is fucking the next man or fucking the next woman. And don't realize that they're creating karma for themselves. Not understanding the full repercussions of not taking care of themselves. Not listening to wise counsel, always kicking against the prick because their ego is always, I know. And really they don't know. And they constantly do the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's kind of mind blowing that people say that they know, but they choose not to do. What's more important in life is learning how to make yourself happy. It's not selfish. People think you got to make other people happy. No, you ain't got to do nothing but make yourself happy. Instead of running behind people that don't have 1 ounce, 1 clue of how to make you happy. Like the most disturbing thought that I get when it comes to relationship is how women say a man should already know what to do without asking. Without asking. That means you expect your man to be a know-it-all. There's another thing that really disturbs me about, and ladies, don't take this the wrong way. Please don't. Have some understanding. Take a perspective and a perception a different way here, okay? The saying of he should already know what to do as a man is an understatement. A man ain't gonna be able to just know what makes you happy unless he's actually studied you. But you gotta also understand something about studying you. Change is inevitable. It is. You change every year. What you liked 5 years ago, that shit changed. Don't say that the same shit still turn you the fuck on. This go for the men too. Okay? Quit expecting people to know shit. Or quit expecting each other to know. Because what you're really expecting, and it is a codependency, I will say this. That is a codependency, is expecting, because codependency is an expectation that you are in need of or want or desire. Oh, wait. Stepping in the boat. Stepping out. It is a codependency because you're expecting the man or the woman to already know something. When technically you learn something every day. You learn something new every day. You expecting them to be psychic. You expecting them to be a medium. Not everybody is psychic or have psychic abilities or medium abilities, or not everybody is spiritual, and can probably tap into your heart or your mind and figure out how you actually think. Not everybody has that ability. A man that already, or a woman that has the capability of studying you by shutting his mouth and paying attention with his eyes, or her eyes, or her ears. That is the person that I can say knows what to do. Okay? But when you expect it, you're codependent on that. You really are codependent because codependency is an expectation of something. It really is. And sometimes men and women have high expectations, even like myself, have high expectations of things that they believe are right instead of just going with the flow. And yes, going with the flow can be difficult because you see something ain't happening for you. For you. Your selfish needs. Like, you got to have flowers every freaking Friday at 4:15. And you expect that because maybe in the very first relationship or third relationship or 15th relationship or 20th relationship, that's what happened. You expect that. But what if that individual is different? Why are you so codependent on having flowers at 4:15 every day? At 4:15 on every Friday, just for you to be happy? Or why are you expecting the man to just take out the trash because he's the man of the relationship when before you got with this man, you was taking out your own trash? That is a codependent expectation. Your pride and your ego, once you get into a relationship, has an expectation that this is what the man should do. Maybe that was taught in your household. It probably wasn't taught in his. And a lot of times what we're taught from our parents doesn't always work. But it is I will say it's a guideline. Okay? It's a guideline to, what's a good man. It's a guideline to what's a good woman. Because you were taught this or you picked this shit up as you were living. Because you picked it up because you seen somebody else do it. You seen your mom and your dad do it. You seen your aunts and your uncles do it. You seen your cousins do it. And so you depend on what's been said, what's been done, what you paid attention to or what you listened to, and you took all that and harnessed it in yourself, and you got to a place where your pride and ego says, that's my expectation to having a relationship with him or with her. And really, fighting over rules, that's a, codependency. No, you the man, you supposed to do this, and I depend on that. That's a codependency. Like for me, I cook my own meals. I clean my own house. I wash my own dishes. I wash my own clothes. I dust my own house. Why should that change when I get in a relationship? Why should that change? Because you're so codependent on your high level beliefs. Like, I hear people all the time say this saying, I know what I deserve. Okay, yeah, you know what you deserve, but what if it's different? What if it's different? And the person still treats you beautifully. Why control someone to do something you want them to do when really you've been doing it yourself for so long? People are so good at manipulation and control, it's ridiculous. Even I have a trouble with going with the flow. I will say that. Like, let me say this. For me, for me, it's faithfulness and loyalty. If I'm faithful and loyal to you, I expect the same thing. Is that a codependency? No, that's just something that I believe everyone deserves. Faithfulness and loyalty. Oh, and respect. Learning how to, respect me. Because I'm not slow by anything. I'm not slow at all. It may seem like I'm slow because I'm a quiet individual around you. When I'm quiet, that's when you should worry. Because I don't want to talk much. I want to pay attention and I want to listen. Not every man has that quality. Not every woman has that quality of paying attention with their eyes and listening with their ears. I always tell people, don't listen to give an answer, listen to understand. You get more you'll understand a person if you just sit down and listen to them. And then pay attention to the action. Pay attention to the pattern of what an individual does. I mean, I've been doing that all my life and still get hurt and gotten hurt. Okay. It's not always good to bring up the pain of what happened last week, the last 5 years, the last 15 years, the last 20 years, the last 25 years. It's not good to always bring up the past. No, it's not. It's like, you got to remind a person about their mistake so that they know how to respect you. But let me tell you something. When a person, instead of trying to make a person understand how to respect you, let's start off what really needs to change. Because you could be codependent on the mistake. Oh, you hurt me. Oh, you did this. Oh, you did that. You constantly reliving, and your body goes through this bullshit when you constantly go back to reliving the past. It does more damage to you than it does the other individual. Rehearsing the past. It's not easy starting afresh. I will say that. It's not easy, but are you willing to work at it? Like most of the time, men are silent because they don't want to argue. Me personally, I don't like to argue. My words are too cunning. When I say cunning, too quick. I'm ready to slice, dice, and dissect. I will challenge you. I'm gonna challenge you with questions. I'm gonna challenge exactly what you are saying to me in a different way, and it's gonna make you mad. It's gonna make you mad that I actually tapped in, because you will get uncomfortable with me. You will. My words are dangerous. Now, there's one thing I will say. I've gotten to a point in my life that regardless of the situation, I'm going to tell you the truth from jump, because I'm not going to leave out anything, whether it be in a relationship or friendship. I'm not going to leave out anything for you to not trust me. But then again, it also depends on what situation I'm in, how much information come out. And then also, it's really going to depend who am I releasing this information to. Real talk. I'm going to go a step further here real quick, because a lot of people are dealing with sex addictions and very codependent on the fact that they're hot and horny and they either need some dick or some pussy. You know what I'm saying? At any given moment. What a lot of people don't understand about sex, and it being a codependency, is what they don't understand is that sex is an energy. It's not just something that you do. Fucking and making love is not something that you just do. It's not just a feeling to have. Even though it gets heated and passion, that heating and passion is because of the connection that you have with the individual. And it really depends on the energy of the individual, if that sex, that passion is worth the relationship. Why? Because you know when you connect with this individual, that this individual that's connected with you, you really feel the connection. You really feel the person, the individual. Why? Because all of a sudden you become one. But if you go about sex not thinking about sex as energy, okay, what happens is it becomes a high. That's what it's addiction. And it's not, and it becomes an addiction and a withdrawal from the world. Because now with it being an addiction, you're looking at it as, I need to relieve stress. I need to relieve these hormones. I gotta get my fix for the day. And don't understand that sex is truly sacred. Sex is a healer. It's a healer, but it can only become a healer with the right individual that understands the frequency in between becoming one. Becoming one. When you have sex with someone that you like, you care about, you become one with the individual. Not only are you getting to know them on the outside, you're also getting to know them in the inside. So everything that they dealt with in life, you feel that shit. You feel it. And what is it? It is energy. Energy. And it depends on the vibration of the individual. If that energy is good or that energy is bad. Okay? And if it's bad, that means you in a lower vibration, number one. And then two, it opens up, and sex really does open up a whole different can of worms. It opens up the emotional state of the being that you fucking. Okay? This is where the dynamic of love comes. And it is an immature love. I love you. So bland. I love you. So bland. It's enticing, but it's so bland. I love you. I mean, we say the words I love you so candidly. There's no feeling. You could tell when you love someone even after fucking somebody. Making love to somebody, having passionate love making, to the point that you have a baby. It's important, whether it's an addiction or not, that you take control of your sexual power and not release it to just anyone, and learn how to be picky with people. Quit going by looks, quit going by how charming a person is, quit going by he or she is the perfect match for me. Quit going by that and giving away your power, your sexual power. Like I said, your sexual power is healing power. It's healing power. And when you're codependent on sex, fucking, making love, you're giving away your power to someone that is unworthy of it, because it's precious, because it's healing. That's why people always want to come back for the fix, because why? It's healing. And if you're codependent on someone healing you versus just keeping your sexual power to yourself and healing yourself, you're giving that responsibility, you're giving that power away to someone else that doesn't know the true capacity and the sacredness of sex. You're giving them a responsibility they don't know how to take care of. Why? Because you're codependent on something that really can heal you. It can really heal you. When you learn how to pull your sexual energy back to yourself, and when you can pull the rest of your energy back to yourself and start learning how to love yourself versus being codependent on everything else around you, that's when you've learned how to display unconditional love, or even just love itself. Because there's two types of love. There's unconditional and just love. I love you. Unconditional love means I love you no matter what. I love you is just, I love you, but if you fuck up, I'm gonna let this go. That love has conditions. Mm-hmm. Unconditional love means I'm going to still love you, but I will not allow you to disrespect my sacred temple. I will not allow you to disrespect my eyes, my ears, and my body. That's unconditional love, but I'm going to still love you regardless. And my words or my touch is going to heal you. Why? Because I take seriously my belief that sex is an ultimate healer. And so I make sex sacred with one individual, one worthy individual, not multiple. Not multiple. When you have an addiction and you having more than one sexual partner, whether you're in an orgy or a threesome, you know what I'm saying? Guess what you're doing? You're taking on the releases of energy of other people. And people want to be connected to you through your sexual energy. They're so codependent on it because they understand to a certain level that it heals what they don't want to deal with. And afterwards, they get disgusted because they're not satisfied. And so they go for the next fix, the next person, the next individual. And they're giving away the most sacred part of healing. They give away the most sacred part of healing. I hope you enjoyed this. I really do. These are just things that I've been really let flow in me, through me, these last few days. Take the time out, especially if you're on YouTube or not, and take the time to listen to the early morning show with Mark too. I really talk about how, what we need to change in this year, 2020, before we enter in 2021. You know what I'm saying? Take the time out to listen to that. To all my supporters, to all my subscribers, to all those that tune in and listen, you know what I'm saying? Thank you very much. Truly appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? May God bless you and your households. You know what I'm saying? I hope everyone is going to have a beautiful holiday. I do sense that there will be some good moments, and some bad moments and some walkaways and this, that, and the other. But most of all, let us all learn how to love. All right. Until next time, y'all, this is your boy Mar 2. Peace.
Let me tell you who I really am. Look at the process of the reject. Being rejected because he rejected progress. Progressing in elevation made him better. Elevating in light turned him into shredder. Illuminating brighter than darkness, he learned how to harness his light like a target. At one time he didn't think he had it. Processing the light with logic content. Rejecting darkness with words of light. Look at those arrows, can't penetrate light. Just like Goku going through evolution. Can't stand sitting in institutions speaking stupid. A son of a bright star burning bright. The more he speaks, the more he breaks flight. Can you feel the vibration of his frequency? He sounds so good, feel his energy. He been around for eons. Can't confuse him with them words called icon. As he's meditating, he's elevating. Watch the darkness get mad and start hating. In the light, make his words more vicious with a bite. Let him live in the eternal flame of his light. He's more than a scripture scripted in the light. A perfect imperfection, more satisfied. Solid in his words and more petrified. Living his attributes of his own love. Flying high and above, just like a dove. Deep secrets of wisdom flowing fluently. You can see the vibration of his frequency. Can you captivate the meaning of his mindset? Offset name brands like Reader's Digest. Processing information like a processor. There is only one he can call a true successor. A true intellectual speaking logic. His third eye open, wanna make a bet? Put him in position like a gatekeeper. When he speaks, he sounds like a street sweeper. A true paradox and even allegory. Picture the light deep in a story.